Coming up on this episode.
All right, acceptable casualties. Let's get in there.
They look like they're about ready to resort to force.
That's another nat one.
A woman walks towards a wooden barn surrounded by fields of grain, water-filled bucket in hand. Inside, she makes her way past several farm animals to a trough filled with water before dumping the bucket. As she heads back outside, she looks to the sky to gauge the time, but as she does, she freezes. The bucket hits the ground with a thud, her eyes wide in a mix of wonder and horror. A massive reptilian creature soars across the sky at a breakneck pace, the beat of its wings thundering out over the countryside. She takes off in a dead sprint towards her house, but by the time she and her wife have emerged, the creature is merely a speck on the horizon. They frantically discuss what to do, as the creature appeared to be heading towards Wakuzana. In Wakuzana, our party is discussing their plan of action. After returning from the Shadow Vale, they found Wakuzana in a state of crisis. A dark magical barrier has cut off Ward 7 from the rest of the city. They attempted to speak with Naito using the necklace, only to find Shintami answering. He said he had Kite, and if Renastiere did not surrender himself, Shintami would kill him. So, they went to speak with the council, and after fully deciphering Shintami's book, the party, and in turn the city, now have a path forward. We cut to Sevestin Goldhammer, head of the Nuranku Merchants Guild, delivering some gifts to the party for the coming battles. She has this like weird multi-tool thing in her right hand, almost like a screwdriver-esque kind of thing, but more medieval looking, obviously. And she appears to be tinkering with the inner workings of what looks like almost like a flip open like pocket watch plated in platinum. But she comes in and she says, hey, she also has like a satchel, like a newsboy satchel on. She says, hey, I got things for you guys. Not for you yet, though. I got work on your thing. She points to you, Renastiere. Does everyone know about his thing? She points to him.
You're going to have to be a little bit more specific.
That I'm an oracle?
Yes.
Yes, they all
of course. Probably hold off on confirming that till we know what they know in the future.
I figured there's a straight hard line between good guys, bad guys here.
I had to make his thing. That's what I have. She like reaches into her.
You have an oracle.
What things are we talking about?
Well, so see, here's the thing. I can't fight stuff like you guys do. So how I support people?
We don't need the explanation. Just give us the things.
Okay, that's kind of what
I call them something that aren't things. Just have a name for them that aren't just things.
What?
Nothing. I'm trying to be a middleman and it's not working.
Well, they have names, but most people don't like to hear the names.
And they are.
I want to hear the names.
So this. Well, since I'm working on
gadget.
it, she closes it and she hands it to you. This is a disappearing pocket watch.
Oh.
She gives it to you, Diego. Basically, if you wind it up for 10 minutes, you get the effects of a second level invisibility spell. You turn invisible. Do you do it? It's once per day. Okay.
Wait, so it takes for 10 minutes?
It takes 10 minutes to do it?
No, it lasts for 10 minutes. It takes 2 actions to do it. You are invisible for 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
However, any hostile action ends the spell.
Gotcha. I thought you said, I have to crank it for 10 minutes.
I'm like,
that's so useless.
Yeah. She says,
my fingers are raw.
She says, so it doesn't actually work as a watch, though. I was trying to get that to work, but
that's fine. I don't need to know what time it is.
I was hoping
it's always 5 o'clock.
Also, I have 10 pocket watches right here. They all have mirrors. That's the thing for these, though.
Okay. That one doesn't. You, alchemist
Gonna
friend?
have to change that.
She looks to you. She pulls out a needle-tip syringe that's empty, and you can just make out tiny magic glyphs on kind of the glass canister part. She says, you're going to have to pick a command word, and she tosses it to you. This is a seeking syringe. Once per day is a single action. She doesn't explain it like this, but mechanically. It's a needled syringe that can hold 1 dose of any alchemical elixir. Once the syringe's command word is spoken, the syringe looses itself and injects its contents into one creature of your choosing within 30 feet before zipping back to you and stowing itself. Filling the syringe with 1 elixir is a 1-action activity that has the interact trait, though this is often done beforehand. You can't do it beforehand.
Can you make an elixir of sunlight?
What? Yeah, so anything with the elixir tag that is an alchemical elixir, which is, I believe, most mutagens and like healing and like stuff. It's not a lot of the attack stuff.
No, but it's I can give something like fast healing and shit like that.
Yep, yeah.
Or I can give Cheetah's elixir to someone.
She looks to you, Renastiere, and she says, I couldn't, I was going to come, but then I have all the stuff prepared to reinforce your shield better, but I needed it, so
I just tanned it out.
Okay, cool. It'll take like 30 minutes. So I won't do that
was
right now.
I supposed to repair that?
Yeah, she can probably do it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, what happened? She looks at it.
I got hit by a giant.
So here's the big one.
That's
She
true.
looks to you, Eamon, and
She
she
was
says,
So he gets the big one. Interesting.
yeah.
He's the main character.
We've never really made something like this before. It's pretty complex. And she pulls out it looks like just a basic silver banded circlet. Though as soon as she takes it out, you can like feel the hum of its magic like reaching out to you. I'll explain its mechanics. It's a silver banded circlet that either suppresses or amplifies your curse. As your curse worsens, the appearance of the circlet changes, gaining storm iconography, stronger colors, and the crackle of primal energy. Similarly, it appears as a basic silver banded circlet when you are not suffering from your curse. Circlet has the following abilities. The circlet automatically attempts to counteract all detection, divinations, or other magics that would reveal you to be an oracle. This check uses your spell attack modifier as its counteract modifier, and the highest level spell you can cast is its counteract level. So that's the main thing you're looking for.
Yeah, super helpful.
The other thing it does is once per day as a free action, you can gain 1 focus point, which you can use only to cast an Oracle Revelation spell. If not used by the end of your turn, that focus point is lost. So basically a free focus point per day that you have to use on the turn you get it. And the other thing is once per day as 1 action, you choose the command word. And the requirements are your curse is at minor stage or higher. You say the command word, and the circlet forcefully reverts your curse to a dormant state. Though this takes a toll on your body, you become drained 1 if your curse is at minor stage, and then drained 2 if it's moderate, and drained 3 if it's major. So it's not something to be like used outside of emergencies, probably. The other thing I didn't put on here but is worth noting is that the circlet can't counteract things trying to divine if you are an oracle if your curse is being active, because like your magic is actively spilling out. The good news is that there's not magic that can do that over long range. So hopefully you know that's coming. That's what kind of that last effect is for, is if you're like, oh, my curse is out and something's trying to find that I'm an oracle, I can put it away.
Oh no, my curse is out.
Yeah.
This never happens to me.
Yeah, she explains all of
He
that
showed me
in
his
like
curse backstage.
in-world terms.
Excuse me. Do you have a lot of knowledge on the arcane and magic?
Not a whole lot. Mostly just like when it applies to crafting. Why?
No, I'm.
Oh, the rest of the council needs you as well. But sorry,
All of us
Can
or
we
just
talk in
Peter?
walk?
Yeah, we could talk a while.
all of you. Yeah,
yes.
all of you.
Uh,
Sorry.
I need a second after, so you can go ahead. But
This is also for you as well.
Diego?
Yes. Possession. Because I have an item that I don't know if it would affect it. It's a focus cathartic elixir. What it does is counteracts. It allows you to resist mental effects. Do you guys know the extent of what a possession actually is? Because if I would use this on someone who is currently possessed, would that be able to kickstart some
Recall knowledge.
helping?
Yeah, you can recall knowledge, Diego, with esoteric lore.
Religion boy.
23.
I mean, most possession is a mental effect. Yes, I assume you're referring to Umbra.
Yes.
That is not a. I mean, initially it probably was, but he is like now a Strigoi, as we have
fully
talked
on.
about.
Okay.
There's not really like a. It'd be like that. I mean, keep going back to it, but like that Vetlerana student, like you don't really like. That's a switch that gets turned, and you don't really turn.
So
that switch
Hoivik's
back on.
not in Umbra.
No,
it is 2 separate beings.
That is Hoivik now.
So he didn't make another Strigoi.
no.
No,
Because that's where it's hard to call it a possession.
Wait, what do you mean?
Not a possession when it's like Hoivik is. Yeah.
He
it's
just
not
like
a possession
he
because
assumed
Umbra
his body.
Assumably is not.
Yeah,
But
I'm
does
just
he have the
thinking of,
ability
like-
to leave the body?
I think we're banking on the fact that
Like
it's an
if
android.
if he specifically wanted to, like if Hoivik wanted to, like he possessed.
No, so he couldn't leave Umbra if he wanted to. No.
Okay.
What he could do is he could get a new body, but that who he is would like become that new thing.
Got
All
it.
Strigoi can like turn into shadowy forms as well. He either had a body or was just existing as that, but now presumably that we'll call Hoivik now also can just do that. So presumably he could like have a different form. I mean, the other caveat is also Umbra can take other forms, and now that he
Okay.
is like
Yeah.
that is his.
I thought we were.
vessel, so to
I thought
speak.
we were under the assumption anyway that our only real shot in the dark was the fact that he was an android, and banking on potentially rewriting him.
Yeah, reset code stuff. But yeah, so that normal possession, yes, but that's not really the same thing. So yeah, Sebastian looks to you, Renastiere. So you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I need to finish up a few things here.
Okay.
How much would it cost to have a little robot that flies around by me and constantly pours me tea?
A lot.
Is that a you thing? Could you do that?
Conceivably.
But it's not going to be like easy for you.
No, is that important to the fight?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, if I had it for the fight, it wouldn't be. Yeah,
No.
You know what? We'll table this and we'll talk later.
Yeah, she goes off.
I want to put an elixir life into this.
Okay.
The
What's your command word?
banana bread.
Give me a minute.
Okay, word.
Before we go, the final thing that I wanted to touch on, if you want to do the bell again, I don't know. This is more personal than...
Ding, ding.
He can't. It's got an hour cooldown.
Well, great. Never mind. No. When we thought that we had lost Peter, I was afraid, and we touched on it briefly, but we didn't have a lot of time to think. But I thought I was about to lose you too. In the Shadow Vale, I had that same feeling come up again. I know that you may have never had a consistent family that cared about you in the way that they should have. But I'd like to think at the very least we're brothers in our endeavors. And I don't want you to have to shoulder your pain on your own, especially in the way that would result in us not having you around anymore. So, if you have those feelings creep up again, lean on us, because we'd rather have you here in one piece to shoulder that burden with you than to not have you here at all.
Sounds like a deal. Diego walks ahead of everybody.
I just put my hand on Renastiere's shoulder and pat a bit. As
Definitely
he,
don't
walks
hear
away.
any sniffles.
Sounds like a deal.
But yeah, you guys head back to that kind of war room, war table place, whatever you want to call it. Wander, Eardell, General Bulk, Father Crogreen, and Vasco actually are all in there. You guys, they seem to be discussing stuff, and you guys all come in. Everybody greets you in some manner, whether that's
With my new
verbally or
circlet
with a
on.
nod.
So proud of that
By
new
the way.
circlet.
Pretty
Check
dope.
out my pocket watch. It's
I
a
went-
different one.
I went 3 days without a circlet because I had the cold iron one, then got rid of it. So I'm happy to have one back.
Honestly, it suits you well.
General Bulk says, so, knowing what we know now, we would like to act quicker.
Okay.
Quicker how?
Tonight?
As soon as possible.
I'm afraid that I'm inclined to agree. It seems that we are running out of time before this goes out of hand.
I want to just throw this out there that we did assume that we have until at maximum tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
Yes. If we walk into there and they have already opened that tear.
I would tell you, if that tear was open, you would know. That is a big event. That's a lot of Shadow Veil magic energy coming out. That's not something that could be done under the radar.
But is there some kind of magical parachute, if you will, to get us out of there? Say we get there, it goes off, or we just on our own against the armies of the Shadowfell? Or is there a way that...
Wait, what?
Veil.
Shadow
What are we
Veil.
talking about?
Not against, but if the big tear happens, a lot of things come through.
Yes, that's when
Are
the
we
big
on our own?
groups come to blow. Who's on our own? Us?
No.
We do not want you guys to go in.
At all?
What would you like us?
Yes, we should
We
just
would
let you explain your full plan
Yeah,
before
we
we
would like
interrupt.
you to contact Shintami and go down that route as if you are heading over. We do not want you to do that, but we think it's a good distraction while some of us go in.
I would disagree.
I think that's actually a great idea.
I know you do, but
Well, we cause the most amount of chaos that gives us the most amount of options.
I agree with that sentiment. But I don't think Shintami believes that we would be willing to give up Renastiere.
No, he would know that we're not going to do it, so he would plan around that, which would still open them up. If we say we're
It's
going to
not as much of a distraction as we would assume, yes?
Well, he's going to be focused on us, not on them.
So
Everything he'll plan is around us. Not.
Can you explain what you guys would go in and do?
Yes.
Then?
So there's two groups going in. One, both admittedly small, but one bigger, led by me, that is purely distractionary to just draw attention. The second one is Wander, Akita, Anzai, and the Great Ostas. Well, he probably wouldn't call him the Great Ostas, huh? Pilvar, Mr. Pilvar. Their goal will be to get to the palace and disrupt the ritual and free any prisoners. Well,
With only one member of that party capable of combat?
they're all
I think all of them
capable of combat.
I mean,
not the
better
Great
Mr.
Ostas.
Pilvar is not exactly a...
No, he's a weakling. He's
and
a weakling
Akita
boy.
has mind
are. I
magic.
think Mr. Pilvar has some secrets from you.
No.
Yes, he does. He's very
Absolutely.
evil. Is he in the room?
It's just when you... No, it's, sorry. Maybe we should just be honest with each other then if there are things we don't know about. Because in my head I heard you announce
Yeah.
a professor,
Wander is
theater.
the most capable mage we have. That is not an exaggeration. The only one who comes close to her is Mr. Pilvar. Iredale nods. He confirms this.
More than Iredale?
Yeah.
Iredale nods.
Iredale's, I think you're much better than him.
Don't sell yourself short.
I appreciate-
Iredale, you should believe in
I
yourself,
appreciate
honestly.
it.
You should keep the comments low, Diego.
That's why you looked odd that one time.
Anzai is competent, and he is, in a way, an inside man that...
He could even sway those on the fence.
Exactly.
That's
and
good.
Akita is purely there for defense. Most vampires' greatest weapon is their ability to dominate minds.
So-
What if we gave them the necklace?
Well, what is your intentions with what we do? Sit back and watch the
If you
smoke
have
billow?
any sort of opening, take it.
So you want us to stay on standby?
Improv.
No. I want you to go down the route
Completely, I see.
of, again, do not surrender yourself. We need you if things were to kick off and the Strigoi were to surface. The other important thing of a note is that talking to Wander, the only two people that she deems capable of getting through the curtain is herself and Diego. So if you needed to get in and that thing ran its course, we would also like you to go in.
Diego kind of sits up in his chair a little bit and straightens his stuff out.
Let's see Mr. Pilvar do that.
Notice how he
Eight pocket
didn't
watches
mention
fall
the
out.
Great Stars, huh? Interesting.
More like mediocre Ostas, am I right?
Yes.
Cat lady?
The OKO stars.
I like you, Catwoman.
Well, that's... What?
Where is she?
You're talking to General Balk.
Yeah.
She's been gone for a while now.
General
What?
Buck. I like you, Catwoman.
He's wearing like anime ears.
Yeah.
Cat
He's
ears.
had a long few days.
Diego's hat is just a little too big for him, so it covers up his eyes.
Yeah.
He just
And,
all
sorry.
look like cats to me.
How will we know from you guys if anything goes wrong? Is there a way to communicate that?
Not through the veil.
Once what in?
Curtain. It's not a veil.
Shade.
Yeah. Barrier. Current plan is for Iredale, Father Croggreen to muster troops would things need to come to it. If Lark were to get here,
how tall
he
is the
would as
curtain?
well. DM, why do you ask? DM asks, why do you ask? For what context?
For context of like a flare or something.
Oh, it's like a sphere.
Uh-huh.
We also can't see through it.
Yeah.
Right.
black
Yeah, but it's a
sphere.
top.
But shooting out.
Yeah. I think he's asking
No, there
how
is
high
no.
up.
There's no top. It's a sphere.
What?
I think the
Physical
A flare
matter
will-
cannot
A
pass
flare
through
wouldn't
it.
go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about. Are you
Yeah.
talking
Well,
about
that's
while
what
we're
I was
in?
asking.
While we're
No.
in it? Or are you talking about when we're inside it? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Physical matter cannot go through
Okay.
it. Yeah. And
I know that.
it's
My
like-
thought was like I would assume like a magical flare wouldn't go through it, so I was just wondering if like there would be a spot you could shoot a flare. I don't know. It was just a thought.
Yeah. General Bulk says, myself, Wander, Iredell, you, Renastiere, and another one of you, in case the worst comes to worst and Renastiere does get something happens to him. Another one of you is in one of the four of you that will follow this meeting path. Will be connected telepathically. Granted, that will not go through the barrier, but it is a means to communicate while we are all on the outside or we are all on the inside.
I see.
Who do you want it to be?
Well,
To
first,
have the telepathic connection?
are you all okay with this?
Seems to be our best option at this point.
If we are going in, I'll cede that it may work. I do worry, but we are following the path of. I think I can make it work.
To start.
I think I can make it work.
I understand that right now we're mostly, I mean, even though I guess we're going on the offensive, we're mostly playing defense, protect citizens, protect the city, stop the ritual from happening, protect from the tear, things like that. I didn't think I'd be the one saying this of all people, but the goal for us at least is to protect, yes, but also to eliminate the Strigoi. So if it never comes through, it could, in theory, just do it again. Maybe not easily, maybe not soon, but it's still, that threat might be gone for now, like a Band-Aid.
I think we're putting our carts in front of the horse at that point.
I'm simply saying that.
Yeah, if
I do think there should be definite planning afterwards, but if we can
Correct.
stop the tear from happening,
yes,
I think
agree
that
we
is
should
goal
stop
one.
that.
not to mention the
Absolutely.
fact that we have struck quite a blow to his what he had prepared. So if we can leave him, hopefully, but if we can leave him with as little options as possible, it would be a matter of hunting him down and eliminating him.
It's just, like I said, I understand that right now we need to focus on all of that. It's just the idea that if all it needs to do is somehow contact a lonely, magically adept person in the night and then grow
There's
with
so
them
many
for
of
some
those.
amount of time, in this city especially.
Yeah, weirdly, yes.
Two of them right here.
Yeah, I know.
Then it just,
It's literally
like I
half
said,
of us.
it solves the problem that is now. But what you guys weren't able to prevent this the first time. To be fair, you didn't know it was coming. But
Correct.
how do you prevent this from happening again? Not something we have to address now or answer now. Just to throw out there that
Explosives.
this might not be a total victory. Like I said, this might just be a good defensive move in
Yes.
a long-winded battle.
If we can dampen his foothold in the city, that would be all the best for us as far as moving forward.
We'll focus on this now, but I think our next step would be to probably a similar operation into the Shadow Veil.
That's what I was thinking too.
And by that time, we'll have Lorik. He can assist in hunting him down.
But the whole point was fighting the Strigoi not in its home turf, correct?
Yes, but we
alone.
did not realize there'd be a giant dome over the city
Absolutely. I
at the
just
time.
throwing thoughts out there.
Out of curiosity, I know at the previous meeting we had, you said that one of the priorities is getting the noble family out, the top one.
Noki?
No
Yeah,
key.
terrible with names. Is there another reason, or just because they're the leaders? Or is there an alternative reason? Like, is something bad going to happen if they die? Or
No. Ultimately, if everything has worked out as they planned it to, in setting up the council, not too much bad would actually come from it.
okay.
The whole reason there is the council is so that the one governing body isn't in that curtain right now. He kind of motions to the three other leaders of the city that aren't in that situation.
I just
So
want to make sure it wasn't like a magical anchor with them or anything
no,
like that.
we are no worse off in the immediate battle. Honestly, I doubt they're in great shape.
Yeah.
But
All right, acceptable casualties. Let's get in there.
yeah, what Peter's hearing is he can blow up the
Yeah.
palace.
All right, we're handling this like my people do.
I'm bringing 15 satchel charges with me. I'm blowing up something.
I'm bringing my past.
How quickly can you how quickly can you manufacture chlorine gas?
Oh, there's one of them.
We're going to be dumping so many
we're handling
barrelfuls of
this-
sludge bodies into
No,
the
we're doing this
sewers.
the Russian
Yeah,
style.
we're handling this Spetsnaz style.
Well, we're going to go up to the top
No
of the dome,
witnesses.
open a hole, drop the gas in, and wait a couple days and then go in.
Okay. Well, first of all, General Bulk says, any further?
When were those groups planning on leaving?
As soon as they're ready.
Which would be...
For us, probably 30 minutes to an hour.
So we should
max.
answer Shintami as soon as possible as well.
Preferably to get the general
Get the ball rolling.
Diego,
gist of what he might want from you.
I will let you handle that.
Perfect.
I think, he says, General Bulk says, all of you are quite competent. I don't think I will leave it up to all of you, however you want to tackle that situation of setting up a meeting. Obviously, it goes without saying, I would assume, to not mention anything else.
Yeah, once you guys go, we have to stick to that plan. As I try to nonchalantly aim that towards Diego. Like, we stick with the plan once they're in. I don't say it like that, but that's what I was implying.
Well,
So we're sticking with the plan once we're in, right, Diego?
yes, absolutely.
All right. So
Undoubtedly.
just to summarize, we're sticking with the plan once we're in.
Uh-huh.
Instead of him being
I think we should
getting on
stick
the
with the
phone
plan.
and being like, there's
What's
no
when?
way we're ever giving him to you.
Can I
hangs
roll
up.
against that?
Sticking to it like sovereign glue.
Yeah.
No.
I don't commit to anything like that.
But anyways, so you want to reach out?
Well, we'll wait a few.
Oh, you actually
Beats.
can't. I forgot. You have to tune to it.
Mhm.
Not attune to it. You have to invest in it every morning. So you'd have to wait till the morning for someone else to.
All right. Take a
talk
quick
with
nap.
it.
Take 10. Chop, chop.
Oh.
No,
I mean,
you'll just
I
talk
did-
him through.
The only reason I bring it up is because I specifically made that in the very beginning of this item, and it feels wrong to hand wave it
Yeah.
now.
Well, I don't know. I guess I was under the assumption I could because I literally asked if I could just do that, and you said
That was
yes.
before we
last
knew
time.
we had such a
Yeah, I think I
such
might
a
have just
timer,
forgot.
such a strict timer.
Yeah. Well, you said you could. You said I'd have to attune to it, but I.
Invest in it. Yeah, fuck it. Wander's way capable enough in stuff, and you have literally the resources of the entire city. In 10 minutes, they can have it so that you can invest in it. But before that, Aaron, did you want to say something?
I was going to say, everybody here is going to be getting a soothing tonic, which will give you fast healing 5 for a minute. So that's just regen every turn. You get 5 hit points. And then I'm also going to be giving you guys a numbing tonic,
Check
which
your
is
roll,
the
dude.
same thing, but you get 10 temporary hit points every round. So basically, you'll be getting 15 hit points pretty much every turn.
Well, how
I
long
quit
does
the
that
party.
last?
You don't need me anymore.
What?
How long does that
A
last?
minute.
Minute to win it.
Could have been an hour.
10 turns,
Not yet.
baby. 10 rounds.
We haven't really gotten to it yet, but if we're giving out stuff, they don't have time to make a bunch. But based on what they have, your guys' group gets 1 greater and 3 moderate healing potions, which you guys can.
Don't know. Okay. So I don't know what those do.
And
Yeah,
I
I
can
have-
use those,
here-
right?
Diego. Nope, you can't.
Oh.
Someone
Potions
would
of unlife, perhaps?
Well,
yeah,
you-
they were we don't actually make
you
those,
could with reaction.
and we can't.
You could use those with your action.
No.
No, I have 1.
Yeah, actually, you could. Yeah,
Do what?
You could take those and
You
then
could-
use your reaction.
the spikes.
You can only take one of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
So who wants the greater and who wants the moderates?
yeah.
I mean, to
printed
be
out-
honest,
I
there's-
printed out the amount you get, so you can keep.
I have the
Listen,
most healing and the least
No,
hit points. So.
You 3 take them. I have 10 of my own.
Diego, you're not as squishy as I am, but you tend to be closer to the front. So maybe take the greater for yourself.
Yeah,
I think we'll
that's
do
fair.
that.
That's
And
that's a
then-
good point.
And you guys split these.
Or
I'm
or you
squishy,
could
but
give,
I'm often far
or
away.
give
yes,
him
you
another-
They're all
could
the
give
same.
you can give 2 to Renastiere and then 1 to Eamon.
Renastiere has a god around his neck that'll help him.
It's
Angel.
true.
Yeah, he's like a.
Not quite bad at that level. I
I'm
don't
new to the
think.
god thing. I don't know.
Hey, Jack here in post, just to reiterate what everyone got there, because we kind of breezed right through it. So for quick summary, Peter handed out a soothing and a numbing tonic to each member of the party. They gave the greater healing potion to Diego, 2 of the moderate healing potions to Renastiere, and 1 of the moderate healing potions to Eamon. With the greater healing potions restoring 6d8 plus 20 hit points, and the moderate healing potions restoring 3d8 plus 10 hit points. Okay, all of that gets divvied out.
Is my shield?
It's not done yet.
Hurry up!
I thought we were
What?
waiting.
It can be done.
I'm just standing by her yelling at her.
We've
Are you
waited
gonna
for
do
45
are you gonna
seconds.
do
Come on.
the necklace thing?
I have it.
We changed it. You can do it.
I was waiting for the first shield to be done.
I thought you were going to talk to him as soon as possible.
It makes sense
So
to
you
talk. He's
know
not going to
the
just
plan.
Well, I don't know.
portal us in. Well, I could. That's,
You don't have
sure.
to. That's just like what you guys said.
People tend to get really aggressive around
If
me.
the other people are getting
It's 'cause
ready
you're a
still,
moron.
we can wait a few minutes or half
Yeah.
hour.
It's because I'm an asshole.
Well, I only say this because I thought the whole
Fair
idea
enough.
was you're going to talk to him before everyone's ready, as soon as possible, so you know what he wants of you
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can tell them. Was the whole point?
Here, take this.
No,
Here.
you're way smarter than us.
Here.
We're not
Ha.
doing that.
Here.
No, we actually just tell him that there's like a bunch of people coming in. We can get
If,
through
if it's your
the
idea,
thing.
we're not doing it.
We have an army.
But yeah, so what's your opening line?
Well, I call him. It's ringing.
It's like an ear. It's like an earpiece, or what is it again?
It's a necklace,
Oh,
I believe.
I've been imagining the earpiece this whole time.
It's like a Bluetooth.
Yeah, because I wear
It's
like a
sunglasses.
secretary.
Just an AirPod stuck in his lizard
so
head.
The thing might be confusing you is Eardell and the receptionist use earrings
Iridel.
to communicate. Dude, don't spoil it. So yeah, what do you?
Hello. Is this thing on?
Can you put on Renastiere?
No. I would like to talk to you. Are you not wanting to talk to me?
No.
He's right next to me. I can convey the information.
All right.
So what's new? What's new in Shintami's world? So you've been redecorating
Is he surrendering?
the ward? How old's your son now, by the way?
Is he surrendering?
I'll get to that. You gotta let me talk first.
All right, I'm listening.
How old is your son?
23.
No shit. Well, that is interesting.
Do you know where my book is?
Or your book is gonna have to. Is there a title or?
World Deception. +2 circumstance because there's only voice.
+2 circumstance?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 26.
Good to know.
So the book is called Good to Know.
Sure.
Is it good to know or sure? Never mind. I haven't found your book. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so you hated your parents, right? Just like I hated mine. Well, parent.
What are you getting at?
I think you're smart enough to know what I'm getting at. Your son doesn't need to hate his father.
Fair point.
So you gonna stop being evil, or
Is Renastiere surrendering? Or are you just wasting my time?
I'm not wasting your time. I'll get to the Renastiere thing. I just want to try to relate with you. We know that you're not so different.
In what way are we so similar?
Look, we both have parents that have wronged us and treated us unfairly, driven us to be whatever we are right now. And we're both struggling to figure out how to deal with that. My point is, you don't need to do the same thing to your son. You can still be a good father, the father that he needs. And you know firsthand, and I know firsthand, how important that is.
What would you have me do?
End this madness. Are you possessed at the moment?
I'm busy.
Yes, I understand that, but you can make time.
For what?
Your son.
Look, is Renastiere surrendering or not?
I promise you that I will make sure Akagi has a good life after we've killed you. And yes, you know my dear friend Renastiere. He doesn't like innocent people being put in danger on his behalf.
I figured.
And as much as I would disagree with it, he is willing to fall on that sword so people he cares about can live and move on.
Deception +4.
I'm gonna use a coin. Jesus, dude, I had a nat 1 and I just rolled a nat 20. So deception +4, that's a 35.
Jesus Christ.
Never mind, I surrender.
Yeah, you start believing it?
Yeah.
He starts surrendering. It's like, all right, I'll bring myself in tonight.
That felt like a 35. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess you will now be a part of this, since I can't speak to him directly. I would like the two of you to come alone. I would like Renastiere to bring the lamp. I would like both of you to be unarmed and unarmored. Wait in Lowland. I hear you have a fine place there to stay. I will contact you with the location when the time is right.
Well, I get to bring Eamon.
No. Why?
Because he's known Renastiere the longest.
He's my emotional support elf.
I have one of those vests
roll
crawling in the mud.
Diplomacy -4 circumstance.
Okay. Oh no. That's another nat 1.
No.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
Peter.
Now about the rat. No tricks on your part.
If you hold up your end of the deal, I'll hold up mine.
Wait, when are we going?
Go now. I'll contact you when the time is right.
You're going to have to hurry it along.
And why is that?
Because I believe you're planning something. Are you? Why else would you put up a veil? Look, the way I see it is that if you had the upper hand, you would have attacked already. If you could take Renastiere by force, you would have.
All right.
So, we come weakened, unarmored.
How long will it take you to get to Lowland?
How long will it take me to get to the land?
From here, like 20 minutes tops.
Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
I will contact you in 20 minutes.
Okay, give us like 30 minutes because Renastiere's going to have to take his armor off and it's going to be a whole thing.
All right, 30 minutes.
It's actually very accurate.
That's really fair. Yeah.
35. All right. I will talk to you in 35 minutes.
Okay.
Did he sound genuine?
Yeah.
Does he sound
well,
annoyed?
I mean,
Good.
yeah, annoyed was more what I was going for. Less
Okay.
like I'm lying to you. And yeah, that's the energy you get. But yeah, so that's what you get. Your shield comes shortly. What do you want it to look like?
Well, I gotta know what happened to it first. Well,
So it's just a more magically reinforced shield that can make it look like anything. So it's completely up to you what you want it to look like.
I really wish I'd wrote the whole description down of what it's currently looking like.
It's I remember.
I think it's riveted together.
So the one you had, the one for Renastiere is like a kite shield with the wings.
Yeah.
In the scale. The one for the prophet is like a circular eye.
Right.
That's kind of what you're working with currently. You gave them the kite one, but they're incredibly capable. It can look completely different now. There will be no like dents in it or anything. No like cut down the middle.
Probably,
if you don't want it.
I would assume the prophet thing's kind of gone at this point. Like
One of the options was that you could like turn both of them into one shield.
that's what I was gonna do.
That'd be
That
sick.
in the back, like it's the same. It has the scale with the wings, but like kind of ethereally in the background is just the eye, like looking through both.
You want a kite or
Kite? Yeah.
well,
I'll have
this is a
Kite
weird way
strapped
put
to
it.
I'll have
Yeah,
Kite
I know,
strapped to a
because there's a
buckle.
character named Kite, but like visually it looks like Kite. Yeah, so if you want to change your shield stats, I have them for you. Its new hardness is 15, which is how much damage it reduces when you shield block with it. It has 156 hit points, a break threshold of 78, which is just half that. And when it gets to the break threshold, it's no longer usable. If it ever gets to 0 hit points, it breaks. It's unrepairable. You just need to get a new one.
So I still have like 3 potions of disguise. So I'll give one to each of you guys.
Diego, you can make his clothes look different specifically,
well,
right?
no, the potion just changes everything about you if you want it.
I mean, but if he somehow has someone on the inside like a Kukari looking to see if they're unarmored.
Well, that's why
Or
they're going to
opened.
wait, because I can give it to them so they look like they're just wearing normal clothes.
Yeah, I don't have that prepared.
Yeah, this whole thing takes care of that.
Yeah, so he'll.
I thought you
think-
meant disguise them as like
he'll think
look
I
like a
don't have
halfling.
armor.
Well,
Look
you
like-
can.
But you don't have
It also
to.
affects clothing, weapons, everything on your person.
Oh, so you can choose
Oh,
to have
so
it
you
not
wanna
affect you.
Describe how
Yeah.
you wanted to just look normal but unarmored and
Yeah.
yeah, that's not a bad
Unweaponed.
idea. Not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
That was literally
What's
about
it,
to.
what's it called?
Potion of disguise. I used it to become a pixie.
I was literally about to scramble and find all the magic people to try to figure out how to do that. So my worry is how if he can counter that. Also, are we just going, or are we going to try to sneak you guys in?
What did he say? Did we hear it out loud?
Oh,
No.
we're following. Because I have another potion of disguise that you can use to change what you look like.
I have a literal disguise kit.
Yeah, but people
Yeah.
aren't going to be there.
Well, it's still in like the bum area. There's going to be people. Not everyone follows a evacuation place. Not everyone does.
Especially the people that tend to be left behind in
Exactly.
regular society.
So
get left
you'll look
behind
like
in
some
situations
hobo,
like
and I'll
this
look
too.
like a hairy halfling.
That's very impossible for me, my friend.
Hi, Harry Halfling.
I look wonderful all the time.
Well, that's what the potion of disguise is going to do.
Not even that can break through this jawline.
You have
It's-
such a weak jawline. I
it's
don't know
gonna
what
make
you're
you
talking
look
about.
like
You're
dumbass.
gonna have to craft a plan around my ego. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I can't
So
look ugly.
what is the plan?
But
You
a
guys
hot
need to
hobo.
leave kind of ASAP. I assume you tell them what they said.
Can we hear them respond to it, or do they have
Yeah.
any
Well,
specific
I'm assuming
responses to
everyone
it?
else is in the room too.
Okay,
correct?
so
Yeah.
so I would say, okay, everybody. So we just made a plan to meet up with him in 35 minutes in Lowland.
Well, he never specified himself. He just said he's going
True.
to contact you again.
He said he was
Could be
going to
anybody.
contact with us in 35 minutes. I told him to hurry up. Anyway, Renastiere and I need to go alone, and Renastiere needs to be armorless. We've got disguises for that, hopefully, Peter.
I got that covered.
Awesome.
How long do they last?
2d12 hours.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
It's worth noting, you can't turn that off.
Nope.
I'm just gonna look like that.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Wait, so what does it describe my? How does it? Like,
How do you want to look?
Oh, no, the powdered wig.
Just a friar.
yes, absolutely.
You have to still look like Renastiere. Just look like without armor.
He doesn't have to.
Well, I mean,
Then they'll be like, "You're not the
does.
one that was sent here."
I don't know. I'm not the fashionista.
Okay, it'll be you and whatever clothes you wear underneath your armor.
So my muscle shirt.
Yes,
Well, so-
that is literally the most basic way to do
we'll
it.
worry about this later. Talking to them.
Yes. So
Aesthetics are important.
Yeah.
if we want to figure this out, what did I just start saying? I don't know.
You said he's going to contact you in 35 minutes. You and Renastiere have to
Someone
go
give
alone.
this man
That
some tea.
I
and
just,
that
I just
Renastiere
started talking and
needs to look unarmored, as
You ever
do you.
start a
with
sentence?
yes,
weapons
yes,
and
thank
such.
you, Eamon, my boy. Anyway,
I'm older than you.
This episode's going to be held at.
anyway,
Hey, Jack, you're in post. Just wanted to say that, yeah, this episode was held at it.
so yes, I don't know why that was it. That was the whole
Okay,
that
yeah.
was the whole thing. I don't. There's nothing more really.
That's quick. Okay, we can make that work.
What do you want us to do? Do you want us to proceed down to Lowland to try and apprehend him?
I doubt he would come himself. He has enough capable mages at his disposal.
Yes,
that
I doubt-
probably one of them will be, knowing that he presumably wants you to meet in Lowland. There's two options: either will tell you to go to the barrier once you're closer and let you through, or someone will let you through, or someone is meeting you there to teleport you there over long distance.
So
Or someone is meeting you there and then taking you to
Would it
the
be
curtain.
smart to send our two associates with one of you guys, like one of your groups,
What do you mean?
if they take us inside that way?
I do not think you should go
Yes.
inside in that way.
I-
Armed or not.
If we're
We are using it
Te-
as a distraction.
If we're teleported, then I mean, what? If we get there and somebody's there and says we need to teleport you now, and then what do we do? I mean, I can't say, oh no, I
mean, you
get
could-
motion sickness.
You can make that call. My hope would be that just you wouldn't go so that you can get everyone else in.
So could just trigger an ambush on the person. in that regard. Or do you
Well,
guys,
then you might not be able to tell.
do you guys have a way to, I guess, hide us on their person, whether like contain us in something?
Ooh.
No.
Do you have a way to make them be able to hold their breath for an extended period of time?
Also, if Renastiere just gets taken and we immediately go afterwards through your power, Diego, we could hold up the ruse longer as opposed to just jumping someone out.
I
I'm
wouldn't
not-
assume that it would just be Renastiere being taken. It
I'm
would be
not-
both of us.
Why would they
planning
take
on-
you? They don't want you.
Well,
You'd
he's
be more
in-
dangerous
Yeah,
inside
the
than-
assumption is that you do also have to go now because you're in on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all
You know
in
what's
on it.
happening.
We all
I mean,
know what's happening.
He doesn't know that though.
Right.
I mean, he knows we're all in the room.
He doesn't.
He
no.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Well-
but we've only ever been together all the time.
Well, so
He doesn't know.
the disguise potion can change your form to tiny. You could hide on Renastiere.
Look. You guys can do what you want.
Can you?
I
Do
do
you
not-
have a spell that
I'm-
can have them hold their breath for an extended period
Okay,
of time?
No, I
Re-
do not think you should go in with them.
Okay,
If
so
you have a way in, just you guys, I think that's worth taking. I don't think that's a risk worth taking if you have to split and go in
Out of game
with
I'm,
the group.
I'm confused at this point. Are we going to the meeting point? Or are we just using this as a distraction
We're
to
going
go to the veil?
meeting point,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to the meeting
and
point.
then we're winging it from there.
that is the distraction, is going there.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
okay.
And then, like, from there, whatever you can glean.
I
The
know
whole thing is
they're
that-
saying don't go with the teleportation, but we're not listening to them anymore.
Well, whose teleportation are we talking about? Is what I'm
Just
asking, I guess.
if somebody tries to teleport,
I think
us
either
when
way,
we're
we shouldn't split the party.
agreed.
Yeah.
Do you have any potions that can have you hold? They can help somebody hold their
Can you
breath?
say why first?
I have a bag of holding, and if
You can't teleport with the bag of holding.
you can't teleport with a bag of holding, what?
Oh, no.
We've been doing it for a while.
No. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of something else. You can't put a bag of holding in
Correct.
a bag of holding. That's what I'm thinking of. Extra dimensional spaces.
But if they could
is what I'm
make
thinking of.
themselves tiny with that potion,
You would be tiny for 2d12 hours.
Mhm.
Just
throwing that out
honestly,
there.
that wouldn't really affect us two with how we fight.
Would you be tiny or look tiny?
We would
You
be
would be
tiny.
tiny and
I
tiny.
don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if we could stick them in a bag of holding, so that way they're just with us.
Can't you just... I thought the whole point was you're going to be in our group because you can just get us there without any problems.
Well,
is that true?
This is for the teleport option.
No, we have to.
We don't know if they're going to teleport us.
We
either.
have to
Yeah.
follow this route
don't
to
know.
talk.
He
Talk to
can
them.
only get us in through the veil if we
Yes.
were to go there directly.
Are you saying we just leave?
Let's skip town,
I mean,
boys.
I know you're not listening anymore. They're of the mind that no one should go in separately. None of you should teleport in.
Yeah.
I'm of that mind too.
Nor, I mean,
You get it. I'm just saying we cover all our bases.
I was just trying to find a way to keep the ruse up longer than just they come to get us, we kill them, and then...
Yes, that's
And then
that's what
we-
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that like that's why I'm saying the bag of holding thing is to be able to have you guys with us.
Yeah.
it is worth noting they're not asking you for more than that. Just
And what's nice is our...
I know we're volunteering.
we can plan this out as out of game a bit, but it is important is I can cast status 3 times, which goes through all magical barriers. You just have to be on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, but we have to kind of be in
Not saying we should
proximity.
separate. I'm just saying, no, there is no like proximity. It's just like if I'm on the plane
No,
of
I'm saying
existence.
we need to be in proximity. So, I mean, it's not going to do us much good if you know I'm dead.
I'm not saying for you. I'm saying for the other groups going that the whole
Oh.
thing is we can't communicate in. That can at least be a way. They can't communicate us messages, and status is a level 2 spell.
Well,
So they should
does that
probably be
interfere
able
with
to
it?
cast it
Yeah,
too.
status won't go through.
Yeah, I
it's a
figured.
divination effect that gets blocked.
I figured that probably.
As long as you and the target are on the same plane of existence, are made aware of
but
its present
but
state.
it has the detection and divination traits, which are blocked by certain types of magic.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, like telepathy and stuff like that could also just go through.
I don't have an elixir that can breathe.
So if we can't get all of us through by way of faking Ren's capture or surrender, we just stall as long as we can there, deal with whatever shows up to the meeting place, then we all go in. Well, I'm saying this quietly. Then we all go in together. Because if we're not in,
How about-
we can receive no messages
What
from
if you
them.
guys were just invisible? Do you have invisibility
10 minutes.
for 10 minutes?
I got one of those.
Well, you guys disguise yourselves, and then before we go into the veil, if that's a thing. And then if you just have those available, that can be useful for you too that are tailing us.
If they don't teleport.
Yeah, should have kept that dust of disappearance.
I don't know if we should run the risk of you guys being far enough that they could teleport us away. Because if that were to happen, we're kind of fucked.
I wasn't planning on being very far.
I will say, if you're not willing, there's not a lot of ways to make someone teleport without rolls or forcing things. Like even if it's a teleportation circle, you have to step into the circle. Even if it's a teleport spell, if you're unwilling, you have to make a save. So that is worth noting. They can't just like do it if you're unwilling.
Well, I'm not amazing with plans, so I think we just go with what we've got at this point.
I mean, fuck it, that's how I've done it most of my life.
Let's at
Yes,
least,
me too.
at the very least, look like we're doing what he wants us to off the bat.
Okay, so
So
I
they
agree.
can only
The key-
see these two.
the key factor is once we have made contact, are we beating them up and ridding
I
them?
think
Or
that-
are we
We're
go-
winging it.
I think that's on you two. We'll follow whatever
we'll make
you
the
guys
call.
figure out.
We'll make the call when it comes
I
up.
don't like this. I don't like just going in blind.
Wait,
Who
what?
are you giving the mental connection to?
It's up to you guys. I mean, Renastiere is one of them, but
Do you want one of us to then have it?
Yes.
You want or you want me to have it?
You can have it.
Okay.
I was just about to say something about status, but we just determined it doesn't.
Status can
It could-
work
it could
if we
work
were
for
both
you guys.
if we were all
Yeah.
in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. So maybe for the sake of
Well, yeah. I was just gonna say if you have the mental link, then and you cast status on a few people and we're all in there, at least you could communicate where people are.
so say I cast
or,
status,
like how
and-
people are doing.
Well, I guess the whole point is like if we're all in, they can send a message to one of us.
yeah,
That's
you just communicate telepathically.
But I should still cast status on Renastiere most likely, just in case say he fails a save.
I would agree.
yeah,
or-
if someone goes crazy.
Both of you. So I'm going to spend. I don't want to be slinging spells before any of this starts, but
Just on Renastiere.
okay.
Just
They
on
can.
Renastiere.
They would supply status is low enough spell. They would supply spell scrolls for you,
Okay.
and you can know the spell, so you can just cast it through the spell scroll.
I'll just.
I mean, the
cast
whole city's in danger. So
status
Can-
on all three of you then.
Not in the
Word.
budget.
So, can I actually? How many times can someone have status cast on them?
Status lasts until the next daily preparations.
But I could cast it.
yeah, Diego could cast it. Diego could
Yeah.
cast it.
So I'll cast it on
On-
Aemon.
I'll know where all three of you
Yes,
are
and then
not.
I'll know
yeah,
where Aemon is.
it's not exactly. Yeah.
No, but that way we just know like a rough
Yes.
idea what's
Just so
going on.
you guys
But
know.
that is a good idea.
Or
I
so
can
you
cast
know. I guess Diego.
Yeah, I have it here somewhere too.
Yeah, it just says you're made aware of its present state, the target's direction from you, distance from you, and any conditions affecting it. Nothing more than that. And it lasts till next daily preparations.
Lovely. Anyway,
I cast things, and so does Diego.
yeah,
hooray!
a lot of boops.
A lot of taps on shoulders and
Yeah.
snoots.
Didn't I cast status on somebody and I just slapped him in the head? I don't remember.
Probably.
what
I
it was.
think you. That sounds familiar.
I'm pretty sure I just put a paper on somebody and
Just-
slapped them.
Do you want a dark vision elixir as well? It lasts for 24 hours because I don't know what we're going to find in there.
Might as well, yeah.
Okay, so all three of us have dark vision elixirs.
And then he just says dark vision for sure.
Dark
Yeah.
vision, so good.
Yeah,
Do we have a?
they would cast mind link on Peter, Renastiere, Eardell, Wander, and General Bulk are all connected. It just means you can telepathically communicate with each other.
Do we have? It's okay if you don't want to reveal it yet necessarily, but mechanically, are there things to know about the necklace before we say get into a combat or something? As far as Azrael, or does Azrael now have the free will to hop in and out whenever he wants?
Oh, you mean to get him out of the necklace?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
as an action, or now that he's a celestial, can he just choose to do it? Is he an active member of initiative? All that stuff.
I don't like the idea of giving you an action task to bring him out. He can spend his actions to morph out of it or morph into it.
And can we communicate to him? If we said Azrael help, he would hear us perceivably, or how does that work?
Probably more through
Initiative.
emotions and there's no
Just,
direct
combat
communication.
sense.
Okay.
But
I just didn't know since he now that he's no
Yeah.
longer under the
yeah, that's
curse
a
of
good thing
whatever.
to clarify.
Just in case we
Agreed.
the time comes and it's it takes 3 actions and it puts us in a bind or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Good idea. But yeah, you guys head out. Everyone bids you farewell and good luck. Hopefully they'll see you in there at some point. You guys can group up or something. You're all still mind linked, so if something crazy happens before they go in, you can still communicate. they're getting ready themselves to head to the curtain.
All right. So what are you guys looking like with the potion of disguise?
Yeah, I'm just in my trousers and the striped muscle shirt. I changed my.
I look exactly the same, except my cane is just a regular cane. My cane sword is just like a different looking cane.
I don't know how
a wooden cane.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna disguise a shield.
It's a belt and a chunk of wood. I don't know.
Why do I have a chunk of wood?
I don't know.
They're gonna be like, hey, why do you have a chunk of wood?
The shield's just invisible.
Is it invisible?
It just doesn't look like
Can
a
it
shield.
look invisible?
Nah.
That's
a bit.
You can
What
have,
if
you
it's-
can have like a bracer.
Well, yeah. What if you just have like a really long sleeve?
Yeah, why don't you? Well, no. Why don't you have, instead of just your normal clothes, why don't you have like a robe on and it's like tied to your back or something?
That's true. That's good.
Because you're already a really big guy, so just have like
I'll wear like
a friar tuck robe.
Well, I have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what do you look like?
Oh yeah, I'm disguising myself completely, right?
You gotta look a bum.
I would specify with that cloak though, it doesn't, because normally I have my armor under that, so that might raise a few eyebrows. It looks specifically like you can see my like muscle mass underneath it, so it looks like I'm not wearing armor under it.
I look like an elderly female with like hunchback, hood up, hair kind of like hanging out, and like having to use like two hands on a cane to like get around in the mud.
It's gonna look really weird during combat.
That cane was my staff. Wait, you can't turn this off, can you?
2D 12 hours. Everybody roll.
Shit, I don't look like that.
It actually says I roll secretly, so you guys don't know.
Oh, do you? Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, first time, yeah.
I think I rolled to look like a pixie for like 11 hours.
I just think of the first, like a literal, one of the people in Sanctuary that I like sat and talked with all those nights, just like maybe like a middle-aged,
A crackhead.
older guy. Yeah. Demon dust fiend.
So where are you going to in Lowland specifically? Sanctuary?
His house.
No,
I
he
guess
told
you have
told us where to go.
No, he said just go to Lowland and then he'd contact you.
But he said you have a nice
he said
place
you have a
there.
nice place there. I hear you have a nice place there.
Yeah, Sanctuary.
Oh,
Well, I thought that he meant we should go there. Or
Yeah.
Is that just
He was just saying go to Lowland anywhere. The implication was I know like you have a home base there. You
okay.
can go
Yes,
there.
that's where we go. Is Sanctuary.
Yeah.
where there's no one there. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Like,
there isn't. There's no
Yeah,
one.
you should meet us. Just come through our back entrance.
You have to come to the basement first.
Yeah.
That would be a great hideout. I mean, like, if stuff goes sideways, let's scoot the bed to the side just in case before they get here.
Throw Kier at him in his pot.
No, do we just jump down
Kier's
there,
not
man?
there.
That's our home turf. Let's go.
Bring Kier just to throw him.
Okay. Are you guys all walking together?
No,
What do you look like?
Harry Halfling.
Okay.
they're
Harry Halfling, attorney at law.
All right.
they're trailing
Yeah,
us,
we're
so-
trailing them.
Stealthily?
Yeah.
Okay. I will roll for you.
Is there a way to... Is stealth... I think we've talked about this in this game. Stealth is... There's no different role for stealth if you're not trying to physically be hidden. If you're, like... I don't think a homeless person would be trying to be stealthy.
Could you
They
roll
just be, like,
performance?
wandering around
Yeah,
looking like a
that's
different
deception.
human.
If you
Okay.
want to like blend in.
My
as a
stealth
different
is
person.
much worse than my deception.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'll do my...
My stealth is better than my deception.
So you get to Sanctuary.
Do we go down to the basement?
You would know you shouldn't because communication doesn't. It's like warded, so like you'd miss the call, so to speak.
I mean, we got calls in the basement of Sanctuary with Naito, correct?
I don't think so. I think I always specifically wait. Also, Lark, it was never brought up. Lark tried to contact you down there once, and he was like, "Fuck! Why is he unavailable?"
Hello, you have
Yeah.
reached the phone of
I could be
Renastiere.
wrong, but if I am, that's on me, and I fucked it up then.
There you
It's
go.
not that big
I
of a
don't
deal
remember. Not a big
currently.
deal.
Yeah, he gets in contact. He just gives you directions to a presumably like a home on the north side of Lowland, close to the Ward 7 plateau. Not like up against it.
Are you there?
Close to it. Go there.
I mean, I'm going there. We're walking.
No response.
Just curious.
You're just talking the entire time.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me tell you a story. All right, good talk.
Peter and Eamon, let's establish how far back are you from these two?
How long of a walk is it going to be?
It's like 5 minutes tops to where you're going.
Downhill.
No. No, I was trying to figure out if I want to use my invisibility potion now.
I think it's worth to use the invisibility. You have a lot of them, right?
I have one.
Tons of them.
Yeah, you have a lot of
It
them.
lasts for 10 minutes, but I have one of them.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's-
be 30 feet back. I'm banking on my disguise being good, and I'm literally not even gonna be like. As soon as I kind of stop moving, I'm gonna not be like wandering around. I'm gonna be like fake passed out, like against a wall.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I'm going to use my invisibility potion, and I'm going to go 30 feet ahead of them, clearing the path. I'm trying to see if there's any ambushes on the way there.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So
SEAL Team 6 is on the roof.
Everyone except Diego notices this.
God damn it.
That on you see it first, the wooden shack that you're going to, or that they're supposed to go to. Peter, sorry.
Phosphorus.
Well, you correcting me the other way now?
Yeah. I don't give a shit about Peter anymore. They already know.
Oh,
Peter was only to disguise by name when they didn't know.
well, fair enough.
And to make this more confusing for you.
Yeah. If you don't remember, Lowland's kind of covered in a couple inches of stagnant water, so none of the houses they're more like shacks, and they're kind of on stilts. But so the place just looks like a rundown wooden shack, 15 square feet at best, windows boarded up. Like I said, everyone except Diego sees like the movement of something on like the thatched roof, as if it's like probably like a hooded head, most likely. And as you approach Peter, and you from the back, Eamon, you just like take quick glances as you're kind of like, old ladying along. You clock 3 people on this roof, all like laying flat on the side that's like it facing the alley, so someone have to be in the alley to get a good view of them. And they're all looking out in different directions.
Can I tell if any of them have clocked me?
Doesn't seem like it. It seems like they very clearly clocked the 3 individuals in the street, but not in a way where they're very clearly not focused on the old lady, so to speak.
Are they like in the front of the house pretty much?
No, they're in the back, technically.
Okay.
On the roof, like laying flat.
Can I take... taking an elixir won't break my invisibility, will it?
Taking an elixir? No.
Is it hostile?
No, it was a spider grip. Is there a house nearby?
Yeah, it's like on a row of these shacks.
I want to drink an elixir spider grip and climb a nearby house just so I have a vantage, like looking at them.
Okay. I will tell you, doing that will force another stealth roll.
I won't do that.
So there's
Okay.
3 of them that I can see, or that I glanced at?
Yeah. The most you see of them are like vaguely hooded heads. But they look like medium humanoids just from the size of like the hood, to speak.
I would say quietly to Diego.
Yeah, Renastiere, you see this too, but Diego does not.
Look alive, 3 on the roof.
Oh dear. I've been looking at the stone the
I'm
entire
sorry,
time.
because this does not require it. The other thing is that you've passed maybe like 1 or 2 other what seem like passed out homeless people in this way, just for the record. So this isn't like super out of the ordinary. But there is what looks like just like a lump of a humanoid on the like across the street, like on the porch across the street of just like it looks like a passed out.
Can I plop
Lump?
right across the street from that person?
Right across the street from that person would be the house they're going to.
Okay, can I be like...
One down. Yeah, 100%. Yep.
You're about to see 2 homeless people just like brawling in the street.
Can I actually just take the elixir? I'm not going to climb.
Yeah.
I just want to prep it, and and as we get closer, I just want to stand near the house.
Yeah. So you take the thing that gives you a climb speed. What climb speed does
15.
it give you? Okay. Okay, yeah. What do you guys walk up to the house? What do you do?
Yeah. Walk
Sorry.
up to the house. Is
20
the
feet.
door closed?
Yes. Yep.
I knock on the door.
You don't have to, but do you want to take a peek through the windows at all beforehand? You don't need to. There is
No.
like a bit of a porch.
I already
so you
committed.
could. Okay, yeah. I mean, you knock.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Housekeeping.
a voice from inside that says, "Come in." Just sounds like a vaguely masculine voice.
Not Shintami's voice.
No, definitely not Shintami's voice.
I open the door.
Okay, yeah, you open it. You see 2 figures clad in black hooded robes, stark white masks, 2 aisles cut into each. Clearly, Kaikari. Trademark Peachwood scythes on their back. The main thing of note, though, that probably 2 of you immediately clock, Renastiere and Diego, is that most of the floor is taken up by an arcane ritual circle drawn from black chalk. The house appears completely empty besides the circle and the two figures. Why don't the two of you that see this immediately make a check to identify the ritual circle in some degree? You are using Arcana.
With the
I
door
understand.
open, do my
Yes.
elf eyes
Probably won't
see
matter
anything
then.
through the legs at all, or no?
Yeah, I'll give you a roll. -2 circumstance.
Yeah. What is it again? Sorry.
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay.
15 with 18 on the dice.
Okay. Yeah.
Esoteric lore.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
25.
16.
Diego, you're the only one that clocks this. All of you are clear. The other two of you are like, yeah, it's definitely a ritual circle of some kind, but exactly what it does, you're not sure. The only thing you clock, Renastiere, because you're close, is that it appears to be not quite finished. It's like missing 2 key parts, like just so that it's like not armed currently, I guess. Because you know this is a teleportation circle, Diego. It is incredibly close to completion, like I said. The most important sigils are missing. However, the sigils remind you of the ones that you just spent a whole good chunk of hours deciphering. So there's a chance you don't have to take this, but like if left to your own devices, you could probably complete this yourself. Because it's basically almost done anyways, and it looks like it's based off Shintami's ritualistic magic to begin with. But yeah, they motion for you to come in. They look at both of you.
So, what's the plan here? Cult meeting?
Private society.
No. Stand in the circle.
Need a little bit more guarantees than that. We've held up our end of the bargain. Where's Kite?
He's on the other side.
How do I know that?
I try to contact Shintami.
Okay, yeah. I mean, what do you say?
Hello, I thought you were going to meet us here. I didn't realize it would be a goon squad.
No. Don't worry, I'm on the other side.
Tell him to send Kite over here, and we will go over there. A fair trade-off.
Send Kite over. Renastiere demands it.
No.
And then we'll step in the circle.
No.
He says no.
Tell him we are unarmed and outnumbered.
We are unarmed and outnumbered. I don't know why I just told you that, but that's what Renastiere says.
Outnumbered?
Yes. We saw the fellows on the roof.
Fair enough. No.
He said no again.
Then I guess I'm staying here.
I say just a second. Renastiere's being fussy. I need to discuss this with him.
The two Kari standing there draw both of their size, and they just like motion to the circle.
Why? We can be peaceful about this. I look at Renastiere and I'm like, well, do we step on the circle?
You hear in your head, hey, what's going on?
Can I respond back in my head? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
They
You-
want us
oh,
to
yeah.
get in the circle. I don't know if we're wanting to go that far.
If you do,
if they get it, yeah. Do I know that if they get in the circle, if we get in the circle, can they teleport after us?
Yeah, the circle's not armed yet. They still need to finish the sigils.
Mhm.
Presumably they want you in the circle, they'd quickly finish it. Immediately you guys would teleport, then they would teleport.
if you guys do, you should pull Eamon in there and I'll sneak in.
Yeah, but we don't know what's on the other side.
Wait, I don't hear this.
No,
but-
you don't.
But I am confused.
But he was just saying
pull
don't
Eamon
split.
in. I'm like, what?
Yeah, blow Eamon's cover. He goes in. I sneak in there.
He kills Kite.
No, I'll go. Okay. Well, the other one is you can just kill him right here.
I'll give you, they look like they're about ready to resort to force. I'll give you 5 seconds.
I whip him.
Okay, yeah. Let's roll for initiative.
Damn it!
100%.
With an invisible whip.
I guess it looks like a rope.
Yeah. As the fight with the Kari looms, Kite's fate, as well as all of Wakuzana's, hangs in the balance. Will the party be able to fight their way through the Kari? Will Diego be able to complete the teleportation circle? Where does it lead? Will Kite survive? All of this and more, next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on.
We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.